Hey guys, real quick before we get into the episode, don't forget to
like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Hella Average Gaming. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/Hella Average Gaming, average spelled AVG. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Follow us on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/Hella Average Gaming. Listen to us on Stitcher, check us out on iTunes, and make sure to listen to us on Google Play.
And with all that said and done, let's get to it.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 65 of the Hella Average Gamescast. As always, we're back. We're talking about video games. I've got my main man, Carmen, with me. I've got the coolest kid on the block, Jeremy. What's happening, fellas?
You know.
What's up?
Ready to be done with this week.
Yes,
It's only just begun for me.
Oh, man. You had the beginning of the week off, Jeremy?
Yeah, I had Wednesday off, and then I had to work today. I have tomorrow off, and I got to work the rest of the week.
Oh, wow.
Damn, I do not miss that one bit.
Nah,
Jeremy.
Work's just been nutty for me, so.
Oh, it's going to be terrible this week, and it's Memorial Day.
Yes, you're going to get slammed.
Is it Memorial Day or is it Labor Day?
Labor Day.
What? It's one big ass holiday.
It's one of them grilling holidays.
Yep.
I got to get my teeth taken out tomorrow, so I'm going to have surgery.
I thought that was today.
No, I wouldn't be here if it was today.
Of course you
I
would.
might
You'd
be
able to
I might
talk.
just be high as fuck.
Yeah.
I
It's not
was
that
expecting that. I expected you to come in high as fuck, sound like a dick in your mouth.
I was eating the next day after my surgery.
That's just normal, though. Like, I mean, I always say I got dicks in my mouth because that's just normal.
Bags of dicks.
Just runs around with a dick in his mouth. I love it.
In the mouth.
Are we here to talk about video games, or are we here to talk about dicks? That's what I want to know.
Well,
Dicks-
you digress
top
down
10
the,
dicks in
the
video
dick
games.
chamber, so.
No, I just know Jeremy digressed because that's all he ever talks about is dicks. Because I'm pretty sure he said that I had a dick in my mouth, so he started the dick talk.
Dicks and poop.
Let's segue into what we're here to talk about, and that would be the lovely, lovely world of video games. I'm sure we've all played at least one. So who wants to start us out?
Hit him, Jeremy.
All right. I've been doing my regular Yakuza fix this week. Like I was telling Carmen before we started, I've been doing nothing but side stories all week long. I mean, I am literally pouring hundreds of hours in this game and making no main story progress. I spent all week working on my hostess bar. Getting these patrons to come in, drop their money, getting my girls up, taking over other clubs, big pimping. In fact, I just beat the last club tonight, Club Moon. So I now have 100% territorial control. Now all I gotta do is go to his club and beat the shit out of him because he challenged me to a fight. He's a sore loser.
Now, Jeremy, I can't tell if you sound like you're having fun with this game or you're just mindlessly having to complete this quest to check off boxes in the game.
I'm having fun with this game, but I had more fun doing the real estate stuff. In this game you play as two characters, Kazuya and Goro. Kazuya did the real estate stuff, which I was doing for a while. I'm now doing Goro's missions, which is the hostess bar, which it's fun, but it generates money. Like when I was doing the real estate stuff, I was making over $1 billion every 5 minutes. Here I make maybe, if I'm lucky, $100 million every 3 minutes.
$100 million.
And considering I'm using this to upgrade my abilities, and the later ones cost at least $1 billion to upgrade, so it's taken a while. But the thing was, I was really just wanting to go out there and do more side missions, but I really need to get all this stuff done so I can unlock all my abilities, earn the special fighting style that's only available for completing the side mission. So I am kind of glad it's over, but I'll have to do it some more just to earn some more income and revenue.
Man, it sounds like you are deep in the grind, I gotta admit.
I am. I've been enjoying the grind. I've been playing podcasts all week while doing it.
That sounds amazing. That's wonderful.
It's so funny, though, because I just now tonight, fully understand the minigame. I'd been playing it and thought I was doing good, and then I finally, figured out what all, the little hand signals mean, what I'm supposed to do to recover my girl's HP. Because I did the, you have to do, basically this battle with these other clubs, see who makes more money, and when I fought the last guy, he kicked the shit out of me. And then I went back, I did a few, practice rounds with my girls, just getting them up. I was like, oh, that's what that means. I went back and I just curb stomped him. just curb stomped them. Like, it was way easier this time.
Helps when you pay attention.
Once you get it down pat, you're good to go, Jeremy.
Well, that's the thing. They never explained it to you. They explained the basics, but like the other stuff's just kind of like hidden signals you have to pick up on. Yeah, I hate tutorials, but it would have been nice if they had told me, hey, giving girls gifts recovers their HP. Like, that's nice to know. I also didn't know that if their HP got low, their performance suffered, and I was earning less money because I was wondering why customers were getting pissed off at them, even though they ticked off all the little boxes they wanted. It took me fucking like 15 hours to finally figure that out.
Well, it's a good thing you got it.
Hey, that's all that matters.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Now I'm making the cha-ching.
What else you been playing? Or did that just take up all your time?
All my time.
Damn.
Well, I've been going through my normal little gambit of games. Rocket League, Tap Titans, some Diablo. I've been super frustrated with Madden. I've really realized why I stopped buying them 10 years ago. And you would think, though, 10 years is enough time to buy a new game. But no, it wasn't worth it.
What was the last game you bought? Besides Madden, that was new.
No, I'm saying, like, it's been 10 years since I bought Madden.
Oh, then you haven't missed much.
No. Like I was saying, it's just super frustrating. Like, and I get like royally fucked. And like, it's not even like the game is just totally against me. All the boxes are unchecked when it comes to me.
Like RNG fucked?
Oh yeah, like super RNG fucked. Like, I'll swat the ball right into a defender. Like, and it's not like just like jumped up and swatted it and you were just hanging out there. It's like it gets swatted and it like just fucking goes right to your guy that's not even paying attention to the ball. So yeah, that's been pissing me off a lot. And then I have to retract my statement from last week that I wasn't going to go back to Destiny 2.
I thought about that today too. I was like, God, we got to eat the fuck out of our words.
And I'm going back. And I'm getting Forsaken.
Wow.
But
that's a hell of a deep. You're eating some big ass words there, boy.
I know. I was totally against it. And then, you know what it really boils down to is I've just been thinking that I need another multiplayer game to play. I need something else to take up some of my time. Like, my Diablo grind is super easy. I can play Diablo for an hour, and I'm good. I can play Rocket League some nights for 2 or 3 hours, and then I'm good. But it's like, I just want something else to, like, I'm missing something in my video gaming at this point.
Is it Jesus?
No, it's the darkness, Jeremy.
Exactly. But yeah, so...
They dropped that bitch for free, and Karma got a fire lit under his ass.
Well, not even that. Oh, well, way to shoot our podcasting load early. GG, well played, Cam.
He got excited, man. It's been so long, and she was so pretty.
We'll double back. We'll talk about it twice because it's so epic.
Yeah, because it's so nice. But yeah, that's it.
I'm also going to play that with you.
Oh, so
at least till I get tired of it.
I plan on diving head first and going ham bone on it.
Yes, I'm going to download that as soon as we're off here. I've been playing Madden as well, and that game is aggravating as fuck. Great graphics, though. Looks really well done.
I think it's one of the better Maddens that have come out, but it's just, I don't know, something's not right.
You can get so in depth with it, it's ridiculous, especially in the franchise mode. So that's pretty cool. I want to dive more into that. Playing some NBA Playgrounds. I'm about to platinum that bitch.
Get it.
I decided everybody else is platinum a game. I'm going to platinum a game this year. At least one.
Get some.
So, what else did I do? I played some more Mario Kart. That is
You still ain't beat all them
frustrating.
shits.
Fuck no, there's so many. I still got two more entire speeds to go through. I gotta go through reverse and through 200.
This kid's a scrub, Jeremy. I jump on the sticks, I fucking smoke it right out the gate. Like, comes natural.
Man, 150 makes 100 look like a kiddie carnival. It's insane.
Bruh. Don't make me school you, bruh.
You can school me all day, bro. Let's take this to Wario Stadium.
We'll race Michelle if we want a real challenge.
Well, we are gonna redo that. We're gonna do a best out of 5. Wario Stadium.
Just Wario Stadium.
N64. Jeremy on the commentary.
That's fine by me.
Loser has a shotgun of 4 Loko, so you could possibly drink 5 4 Locos.
Whoa. A 4 Loko every race?
Every fucking race, bro.
Every lap.
No, Jeremy, now you're just trying to kill somebody. We're not trying to die.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to really drink a Four Loko, to be honest.
Dude,
you
it's
don't
not
have to drink them, you just shotgun them.
Dude, it's not a party until someone dies.
You're right, that's where all the fun parties are.
Coming from Jeremy, who probably has only been to birthday parties as a kid.
That's true.
Jeremy would
true.
smell a Four Loko and catch a buzz.
Well, I wasn't invited. I just watched from over the fence.
That's
what
creepy.
all the cool kids do. But yeah, that's been most of my video game time. Madden, Playgrounds, Mario, a little bit of Diablo, all the bare necessities. The bare necessities.
And soon, that Destiny Forsaken.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Bro, that fucking picture was funny where it says foreskin instead of Forsaken. That shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, Jeremy, it's like these dudes or like this group standing out in front of like a con or something. There's a giant sign. It's like Destiny's Forsaken, but it's foreskin. It's fucking amazing.
I'll send it to
Are
you,
they like?
Jeremy.
Is it like a typo, or are they just like blocking the letters?
It's probably got photoshopped, but
Yeah,
if
it's
it was a
definitely
typo,
Photoshopped.
it'd be great. It would be an epic fail of stellar proportions.
Yeah, Jeremy, your phone should be buzzing here soon.
All right. Speaking of the darkness, let's talk about some new releases. Shed some light on the situation. Dragon's Quest 11 is out. Jeremy, super excited about this one. You gonna jump into it?
Oh, I'm definitely. I got it pre-ordered.
Pre-ordered. He's ready for it.
Doesn't mean he's going to
got-
stop playing what he's playing, though.
He's got to beat the side
Yeah,
missions, every side mission first.
Dude, do you know me? I drop every game when a new one comes out, and then I'll come back to Yakuza 0 like 3 years later, have no idea what the fuck's going on. That's
Tis
how
the
I have
life.
so many. That's how I have so many incomplete games in my fucking roster.
Shenmue 1 and 2 is coming. I'm guessing a fully remastered version. That's coming to all them to Xbox and PlayStation, correct?
Yes.
Yakuza Kiwami 2, another Yakuza series. Jeremy, how you feel about this one?
I already got it.
And The Messenger coming to the Switch. Really cool looking game. Definitely on my radar to possibly pick up. And I will have a new game tomorrow, speaking of Nintendo Switch pickups.
Switch ups.
All right. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this here podcast, y'all.
Y'all.
And we are going to talk about
News.
And I want to start it out, obviously, with the most terrible news that we have. And we want to send our thoughts to all the folks that were affected in the Jacksonville shooting. It's a terrible thing, and I mean, obviously, I don't know, by this point, if you haven't heard about it, there was a Madden tournament in Jacksonville, and one of the participants started opening fire. 2 people were murdered, 9 injured.
That was 4.
No, I think the last number was 2.
Yeah, the numbers
that's
have been
good.
pretty skewed. But
Okay.
nonetheless.
The less, the better.
Yes.
Yeah, tragic.
You
It's
know?
tragic,
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
you know, this is not an issue of which I mean, people are trying to turn it into that. But this is not an issue of, you know, video games make you violent or whatever you want to blame it on. This is just an issue of somebody who had issues
Yep.
and
Mental issues, anger problems, and
Yeah.
just being a total fucktard.
Absolutely. So, I mean, we want to send our deepest regrets to all the families affected there. EA has announced a $1 million donation to those families affected. They have canceled some of their remaining Madden tournaments. It's a really sad time, especially in an industry that's supposed to be uplifting for people. Don't get me wrong, it can happen anywhere, but, you know.
Yeah, and it
you
makes
hate
me
to see it
wonder, like,
happen.
what's going to happen, like, because I went to DreamHack 2017, and it was like there was security, but it wasn't like you had to go through a metal detector and you had to get patted down, you know, like, you just had to have your badge and you kind of just had to let it be seen, and then, you know, you were able to just go right in. So now, like, everybody's going to triple, quadruple down on security because of this.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, that's not even. I mean, you shouldn't need that security at events like this. But
It's supposed to be fun. Like, it's a tournament. Somebody has to lose, and somebody is going to win. It doesn't.
No, I heard a
You
good.
don't have to resort to violence.
No, I heard a good suggestion too. Is like whenever one of these shootings happens, because you know a lot of these guys they do it just because they want to get their name in the paper. They say don't even call them by their name. Just whenever one of these shootings happens, just refer to them as bitch boy.
I hear you.
Well, the people
That's a
who
good
do
idea.
it to get their, to get their name recognized, they have serious mental issues.
Well, I think anyone who does this kind of thing has.
I
serious
agree.
mental
I agree.
issues.
You can't be in your right frame of mind and do something like this. All political and other issues you want to bring into it aside. Terrible tragedy. It's heavy. It weighs heavy on our hearts, and we're thinking about everybody affected for sure. But we wanted to get that out of the way because that's the sad. We don't want to dwell on the negativity. We want to keep it positive. We want to keep it moving and talk about what video games are supposed to represent, and that's happiness and a form of escape and bringing people together and brotherhood and sisterhood and everything that encompasses. That's, I think, what we're trying to talk about on this episode.
Yeah.
And all the time, really. I mean, that's all we want to talk about.
That and dicks.
And dicks. See,
Yes.
Jeremy knows how to break it
Lots
up.
of dicks.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's right.
So, let's get it going. Battlefield 5 has been delayed to November, what was it, 20th?
Yep.
20th. Yep.
Who's
Now-
surprised?
I'm kind of surprised. I thought they were going to dig their heels in on this one. It is definitely in their best interest to push this train wreck back.
It is, and the official PR statement was they wanted to polish the game and make sure it was the best game. But what it really has to boil down to is, you've got games like Call of Duty, Black Ops 4 coming out.
Got Red Dead.
The big hitter, Red Dead Redemption
Yep.
2. That's coming out in October. So they're distancing themselves a little bit. Give people a month to get into Red Dead and, get that itch scratched. And then they're going to drop Battlefield.
I think also, too, is because their pre-orders are so fucking terrible. This gives them an extra month to kind of get these pre-orders back up. I guarantee you their fucking stockholders are just pissed right now.
I wish I'd read the article because I didn't, but I saw this article maybe on Twitter, but the headline was saying that the pre-orders were not as low as it seemed because they haven't given out the numbers for digital pre-orders. I think that's what it was saying. I didn't read the article.
I see that as just PR spin.
I mean, I can definitely see that, yeah.
Everywhere I've seen says they are 80% below projection, which is fucking terrible. And them pissing off their fan base is not helping. Like I said, they're pushing this. They're right to push this back because they need to get as much as they can. But I think, honestly, we're looking at another Battlefront situation. I think this game's going to come out and it's going to sell way under projection. It's not even going to break 1 million. They're going to have to really reduce it, do some kind of patches and special shit to really incentivize people to play it. But this, if it does really poor, you think this could be the end of Battlefield?
I think this is the end of Battlefield.
Ooh.
To be honest, the game has lost its foothold in this genre. And people can say what they want, that there's a tight group of people that like this hardcore type shooting, but it just doesn't work. Like they're not making it work, and DICE is just not that good.
I don't know. I can't say that because Battlefield 1 sold so strong.
It sold strong, but it doesn't hold up against. It doesn't even hold up against Call of Duty.
It's that retention.
It doesn't have the
think
retention.
Battlefield's not going anywhere yet.
Obviously,
I think
they're
it's on
dropping
the
a new
decline.
game. You can't say it's going anywhere yet.
Well, I'm saying after this. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere in the foreseeable future.
They may do one more iteration of the game. One.
They'll do at least 5 more years.
So you think they're
they'll
going
go
to do
on with
5 more games?
Absolutely.
No fucking way.
Absolutely. They've been dropping Battlefields so long now. I mean, they've gone through.
Yeah, and Battlefield is like the
iteration.
equivalent of what I dropped in the toilet this morning after I drank my coffee.
Well, that's perfectly fine to look at it that way, but the numbers say otherwise. So the game is wanted. People play this game.
How long did it hold
it's
your
not
interest?
Going to go anywhere. It doesn't matter about me.
No, but it does
look at the
matter. I'm
masses.
asking you a question. Don't dodge the question.
For me, it held my interest for about a month.
If that.
Sure.
So, and you like Battlefield, and you talk about Battlefield highly.
Yeah, and I also say that this one was a disappointment to me. But it was not a disappointment to EA by any means, or the gaming community was selling that many copies, and still has a player base now.
Yeah, but they pissed off their player base.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the player a lot of games piss off their player base. It's not just them doing it.
Not to this degree. Not to this degree. They really pissed off their player base.
EA has a special way of rubbing
under.
people the wrong way.
They do. EA has a problem with
look,
talking to or not being in sync with their fans.
I mean, look at Battlefront. That had a huge player base. They really pissed them off, and it just destroyed sales. It was a financial flop. I think that's what's going on with Battlefield. I really think that they're not going to recover from this, at least not for Battlefield 5. I think it's going to be a financial failure for them. It's not going to take EA under. I mean, honestly, I don't think anything can at this point. They're a goddamn cockroach. But it's going to...
You're right.
It's going to hopefully at least make them rethink their structure and how they deal with people. I mean, EA is known for being shitty as fuck, but I think that's what's kind of going on. Like that, what was that guy who left EA that they tried to keep?
Oh, it was the creative director. He'd been there for like 20 years.
Yeah, but I think there's like some changing the guard shit going on. There is some trouble brewing at EA because they have just been fucking up royally lately.
Yeah, you don't just lose touted staff like that.
Yeah. Especially when you offer him that, what was it, like $8 million or whatever to stay?
$20 million.
$20 million, and he was still like, fuck that shit, I'm out of here.
Exactly.
Something's fucked up.
Yeah, and they just, for as big as EA is, and with the money that they make, they're not built to put out games every year. No. They are not built to do that. So Battlefield could live on for 5 more years if they put the next one out in 4 years.
I mean, EA is kind of like Nintendo. They have so much goddamn money they can keep fucking up, but they can only fuck up for so long before that well runs dry.
We got to look to the Anthem drop, too, to see what's going to happen there.
I think that's going to be underwhelming as well. I don't think it's going to bomb as badly, but I think that it's... I don't want to say No Man's Sky, but I think it's going to be disappointing.
Another thing that I think I tweeted about it today, I didn't realize the proximity of Anthem dropping to the Division.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there's some competition there.
Month or 2 month difference, yeah.
Ooh,
so are you going to be able to pull all these people that are going to get into the Division?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, if Anthem doesn't bring the heat, they're dead on arrival.
That's very true. I mean, they're going to have to bring it hard.
Well, and on top of that, like, not only do they have to come hard against the Division, they have to hope that Destiny 2 Forsaken is a total flop. Because if Destiny can put their foot back in the ass of this genre, Anthem won't have a chance either.
I don't know if Destiny's going to be able to put their foot back in though. They've lost so much.
Yeah, but they're really going hard for this.
It's just, does anyone care anymore? That's the thing.
People care.
You think so?
Oh, for sure.
I don't know.
Sure.
I've barely heard anyone talking about it.
And with the move they're making, come on.
I mean, I'm not saying some people don't care, but I'm not saying to like just absolute clamor.
Just for just for reference, Anthem drops February 22nd, and the Division drops March 15th.
So they at least got a couple weeks in advance.
About a
That's
month.
Well,
about 3 weeks out. Yeah.
Oh, so
that's to their advantage.
Yes, yeah, it is to their advantage, but they're going to lose them. Player base will fall only for a while, depending on how hooked people are.
Is Anthem going to be like a Destiny or Division where it's like a way of life game where you have to keep
originally
back?
it was touted as the Destiny killer. This is a loot in-game grind shooter, apparently.
Well, people that are heavy into Destiny, that are heavy into mainstream video gaming, like, I see a lot of eye-rolling emojis when people start bringing up this. Anthem is going to kill Destiny. And, I mean, these people have seen more than we can see. We only,
now, when does that Forsaken whatever Destiny DLC come out?
September 6th.
See, that's something else too, because that's coming out in September, and then Anthem and all that's coming out in February and March. That's going to give them another advantage too, because Destiny's
timeline is stretched.
But I'm saying, like, they're going to play that DLC for a couple months, and then they're going to forget about it, and they're going to move on to something else.
But they're not, because Bungie is planning on doing updates. Like, they got it all planned out. You can look it all up. Yeah, that's just like they did with the original game. Look how you guys dropped out of that pretty quickly. Yeah, they made mistakes.
I don't think this is the magic pill, but I think this is a step in the right direction.
This is their only pill. After this, that's it. They'll move on to Destiny 3.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be retention for Destiny 2. I think this is it. It's probably going to do well, and people are going to play it for a while, but then something else is going to come along, and they're going to move on.
Well, the buzz is up on the social media groups that revolve around Destiny.
Absolutely.
That's fine.
It feels very, very exciting in the Destiny world for sure.
We just have to see how long they hold on to it. Even if it is fantastic, is it going to be able to hold them for months and months and months on end, or is it just going to? I beat it. What else is out there?
I thought the first Destiny game was phenomenal, and I literally played every day for months and months and months, doing the same content every night.
Yeah, but that at the time that was fresh and new.
No, but it wasn't fresh and new. I beat the raid over 100 times. There was nothing fresh and new about it.
I'm saying when the first game came out, it was fresh and new. It was a new IP. Now you're playing the sequel, and now you're playing DLC on the sequel.
Yeah, I mean, I was playing DLC on the first game.
Yeah, but I'm saying when that came out, it was a new IP that you were into.
Never before seen stuff. Never before seen content.
Exactly. Yeah,
everybody else had quit. Cam had already quit. It was already that late in the game. Cam didn't play the third DLC.
But I'm saying now you're playing DLC for a sequel to a game that's been out for a long time. It's not going to be as fresh and new. It's going to be like, it's just going to be like, a fresh coat of paint on an old car versus a brand new car.
I'm not
I equated a lot. I equated a lot with Borderlands because, it's very closely related in that style of game. And Borderlands is one of those where it comes out and it's super fun and you got your diehard fan base that stays with it.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people jump in, play it. It's in the same vein. So
that diehard fan base is important. It's just, is there enough of that diehard fan base to keep it going?
It's got some gas left in the tank. There's no denying that.
Yeah, but is it enough gas?
For a while, for sure.
Yeah. And I don't think it's going to last until April. It'll last the rest of the year, but I don't think it's going to last until April.
I'm anxious about Anthem because I want this game to be really good. I want a new twist on this style of genre, like gameplay, because I really enjoy it.
I will say this: if Anthem tanks or underperforms, that will definitely help Destiny. But if it comes out and it's getting like 9s and 10s, it's going to crush Destiny.
I'm anxious to see what happens with this because it's almost a coin toss.
It absolutely is. I have no idea how Anthem's going to be. I don't think it's going to crush Destiny. I don't think it's going to do very well. I think Division is the only thing that's going to really. That's the next, I guess, as you guys would call, big multiplayer game coming out.
You got to look at it this way too. Can BioWare bring the hurt to a sci-fi shooter the way that Bungie can bring the hurt to a sci-fi shooter? You know what I mean?
I'm saying no.
I don't think so either.
BioWare has been really fucking it up lately.
So I'll be glad to see what happens when that comes out. But the end of this year. So not necessarily the end, but we're looking into September, October, November are stacked, going into holiday, and then the beginning of next year, starting February, is stacked. We got a lot of games coming out.
Yeah, it's like the beginning of the year for some reason. Holy shit, it's just always stacked with games. They keep talking about Broketober. Bitch, I was going broke in fucking January, February, and March of this year and last year.
Yep, it's crazy. Crazy. Get your wallets ready. All right, what do we got? Speaking of how much money we're going to spend, the NPD came out. The video game industry as a whole spent $19.5 billion were spent on that industry in the first half of 2018.
I thought it'd be higher, honestly.
Well, don't forget, Jeremy, this is a childish hobby, okay? Video games are for kids,
That's right. Oh, Lord.
Staggering number, I think. All the numbers are up, and I don't have the articles. So I don't want to quote every piece, but almost every facet and every spotlight of the video game industry was up in sales. They highlighted certain software, like they definitely contributed a lot of it to Fortnite and PUBG for like the ongoing portion. For new IPs, they contributed it to Far Cry 5 and God of War. For hardware sales, they said the Xbox One and the SNES Mini were highlights.
Really? Over the Switch?
Yeah. They quoted the Mini in the article that I read as being a highlight. Yeah.
And the PS4, because the PS4's been going strong too.
Yeah. But you got all this, and look at that, $20 billion nearly in 6 months in video game industry. Staggering numbers compared to, I don't know how it holds up really, and I might have spoke too soon on that, like how it holds up to other like industries compared to let's say the music industry maybe.
Well, I think the video game industry is the most profitable industry in the world. More than movies. Yeah, more than movies, more than music.
That's surprising.
I think it's been that way for a long time. They actually make more money than Hollywood. I mean, think about it. It takes less money to make a game than a AAA blockbuster movie, and you sell them for $60 a pop.
Yeah, I got you.
You know,
I can get behind that.
Yeah, and then of course in-game purchases, but still, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Video games are just where it's at, baby.
Makes me think about how much money I put into that $19.5 billion.
I put at least $1 billion in myself.
I wish I had that money. $1 billion.
I wish I had that money too.
All right. We like free games here, right? Carmen, you like free games?
Nah, fuck a free game. What the fuck I
Fuck
look
a free
like,
game.
bitch? I don't need no handouts for no motherfucking PS Plus games, bitch.
All right, that's what I'm talking
I don't
about.
like free games. I'd be spending billions of dollars on them.
Well, we got them. I don't care if you like them or not. Y'all want to talk about them?
Yeah. I was only bullshitting.
All right, let's start with the GOAT. No, you're not. No. Time out. We're not going to start with the GOAT.
Damn. Once again, Cam shooting his load early again. I didn't even know you could fucking do that twice in a row.
Let's talk about Microsoft. Games with gold. We have Prison Architect coming in hot. LiveLock. Lego Star Wars 3 Clone Wars. It could possibly be the best game out of the whole squad.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, isn't it?
And Sega Vintage Collection Monster World. Can I get some blowies and some confetti and some party hats?
No.
We need to sound like one of those single like noisemakers going.
Yeah, one of the little spinny things that like. Yeah,
the cranky ones.
The cranks, yeah.
Woo!
Oh shit! So that's what we got. Microsoft's having light fare this month, like
phoning it in.
Basically,
Jesus.
Throwing a dart at a wall and picking a game is terrible.
Yeah, but they picked the wrong wall to throw darts at. They were like, great games, good games, bad games, shit games, dark
games nobody's ever heard of.
Who the?
I think these fall under the category of games ?
Oh no, this wall's called what?
Oh yeah, these exist.
Damn, let's fucking get these motherfuckers out.
Nobody's ever heard of.
They contact the developer. They're like, hey, we want to give you a check for $12.72. Do you mind if we make your game free? Because nobody bought it.
It has its perks for those indie developers. They're like, hey, we're going to free your game, and then that's great for them.
Yeah, but
good on
have
them.
you heard of Prison Architect?
I haven't heard of 4 out of the 6.
I mean,
games.
we had a better conversation about the word architect than this game probably is.
Dude, I guarantee you there's one fan out there listening who's like, fuck you guys. Prison Architect is the greatest game of all time.
Well, that guy can just press the X button or close his Stitcher app or whatever. Like, fuck that guy.
Or convince us.
No. I don't even want to fight you, bro.
All right, let's talk about the GOAT.
Hey, is Nintendo giving out games now? Is that what we're talking about?
Nintendo giving away games? Dude, get back in the kitchen. What the hell are you talking about?
All right, I'm done, guys. Peace.
Sony, we've got the God of War remaster.
God of War 3.
3 remastered, excuse me. Yes, let me clarify. God of War 3 remastered. We've got Another World, Cube, Foul Play, Sparkle 2, and last but not least, really phoning it in on this one, Destiny 2.
That's a fucking
Yes, you heard me right. Destiny 2. The new one, the one with the biggest DLC coming out, is out now. For free. Go get it.
That's massive.
Right now.
And it's available now. You don't even have to wait till September.
They hit you with God of War 3 Remaster and Destiny 2. Insane. Power move from Bungie. Like, if this was a chessboard, that's the checkmate.
Yeah. And this is just
if this was Pogs, that was a slammer.
Yeah, so this all boils down to the fact that they don't even want to try to sell Destiny 2 Forsaken bundles. Like that's not even they made that not an option. So there's no like $80 Bungie Destiny 2 Forsaken bundle. Spend your $40, get your latest content. You spent less than what the game costs. It's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win for everybody.
Wait, that DLC's $40?
Yeah. It's basically a full game.
Damn, that's still too damn much.
Nah.
I thought it'd be 20.
It's a full game.
Yeah, so was the Old Hunters, which I got for Bloodborne. That was a full game. That was $20.
It is a little pricey, I think. But, hey, people are going to fucking buy it, so we can't set the price. Because we be leaving money on the table. Jeremy have his DLC out for $5.
Jeremy wouldn't charge people for DLC. Who are you kidding?
I mean, that's the way it should be.
I'm a nice guy. I'm gonna.
As long as people pay him with dicks, he's okay.
Jeremy's in. Sling the dick his way.
That's right.
So there's your free games. Go get them. Go get them while they're hot. Go get Destiny. Please, for the love of God, go get Destiny.
Or better yet, is get God of War.
Or get God of War.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting God of War.
And make sure you don't miss out on Prison Architect coming to an Xbox near you.
Cam, I challenge you to download Prison Architect and to play it. You have to play for at least 1 hour without stopping. You can't do like 10 or you can't do 6 10-minute little things. No, you gotta give it 1 hour's worth of attention.
Dude, we can make that a
I'll
select start episode. Just him playing it while we do commentary.
While we talk shit about the prison that he builds.
Exactly.
That he designs.
My grandma could break out of this shit.
Come on. Let's
Cam,
go.
you might put this game on and you might fall in love with it, and that might be like your rezo gun.
You never know. There's always a chance for that to be my resto gun.
I mean,
Dude, that'd be awesome. That's like when next time we challenge us, let's play tonight. One of us challenges him to a prison architect. Who builds the best prison?
yep.
You got 30 minutes. Let's go.
Fucking Cam throws up fucking Alcatraz.
He's got buttresses and escape tunnels and fucking death traps.
There's fucking, I got trebuchets outside. It's like a castle siege. You get out, I'm pouring hot motherfucking oil on you. Lit ass oil on your ass.
And they just got a room with a door and an honor system. Please don't leave. It's like Canadian jail.
So I don't know if you guys heard or not, but they're dumbing down Spider-Man.
I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true. What are those motherfuckers doing? Downgrading the graphics, taking out content, cutting the story down to only 2 hours. What are they doing, Cam?
It was a puddle.
Really?
It was a puddle. They took out a puddle.
Oh man.
And there might have been like a little bit of lighting that they took down.
That's it. I'm not worst game ever. 0 out of 10.
Absolutely.
Cancel your orders. Cam, cancel that Spider-Man PS4. Fuck this game. Sony, you done messed up. How dare you?
Not
how
buying
dare
it.
you?
An update on
how
that
dare
PS4.
you take?
That
how dare you take a
PS4
puddle out?
is going to be snazzy.
Have you pre-ordered it?
I have not pre-ordered it yet. I was going to pre-order it from GameStop, and they don't have any. Best Buy has them.
You know what you do? You take that PS4 and you throw it in a puddle.
Take what PS4 and throw it in a puddle?
That Spider-Man PS4. Throw
Just
it in a puddle. That's
like to
where
stick it to the
belongs.
man.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but you have to throw it in the puddle before they remove it.
Exactly. Yeah, you go throw it down in the puddle, all of a sudden the puddle disappears. You go, come on.
You could probably get the limited edition PS4 right now for probably $2,000.
What, the one that looks like a PS1?
No, the one that came out with the
Oh, the translucent
see-through.
blue?
Yeah. Let me
Oh,
see
yeah, they're
here.
already scalping them.
Yeah, I want to see how much there are. 500. What was it? 500 million.
500 million.
Yeah.
You just type in translucent blue, it'll pop up.
But you could buy the controller separately. I thought about picking that bad motherfucker up.
Yeah, it's like $80.
Yeah.
They're getting ridiculous with these controllers. Jeez, I'm not paying $80 for a fucking controller. You ain't Nintendo, Sony. Don't pull that shit.
It's nice looking. It's really nice looking.
Yeah, it ain't worth $80.
You could pull one for $750 right now. So yeah, people are complaining that they're dumbing down Spider-Man. Listen, Spider-Man is not going to be dumbed down. This is going to be a fantastic game.
This is not Watch Dogs. This is not a fucking pre-rendered trailer and they pull the fucking wool out from under you. This is one goddamn puddle.
So don't go get your panties in a wad. PS5. The Codename is rumored to have been found by none other than internet detectives. After doing some data mining, they found an Unreal Engine code for a console called, and forgive me if I say this wrong, Erebus. Now, The article I read said that all the previous PlayStation codenames have been of some type of mythology, and Erebus was like apparently the 5th being created in the lore. So all this leads to believe that's the codename.
Yeah, but what does it really matter in the end? They're not going to call it the Erebus. They're going to call it the PS5.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's cool.
Like
It's a cool name.
I mean, like, it's like when they called the Switch was known as the NX. I mean, we knew it wasn't going to be the NX.
The NX was a much cooler name than the Switch.
Absolutely.
I agree. I do agree. But I mean, I'll care when they actually show the PS5 and tell me its stats and shit.
E3 2019, baby, you'll see it.
The rumor is that there are dev kits out in the wild.
I could definitely see it being announced at E3 2019.
Of course, they're
If
gonna.
they're smart, though, they won't launch it in 2019.
No.
No.
You want to know what the power
No
move
way.
is?
What's
To drop it like out of nowhere. Don't take pre-orders, none of that shit. Just drop it out of nowhere.
Oh.
Cause mass pandemonium at E3 2020.
That is a terrible idea, dude.
No, fuck no.
Terrible.
That's how people
Dude.
get trampled.
Dude, that's what Sega did with the Saturn and it bombed.
Did they really? They just dropped it and said it's out now?
Yes. Yeah, they you never heard about that?
No.
They announced it it wasn't E3, they had their game show back then, and they announced the Sega Saturn. They announced it was available now. It was only at select stores, and it was like $400. And then that was the year that Sony came out with the PlayStation. And the head of Sony at the time had this big speech about how great the PlayStation was, and he was going to do it, and he gets up on stage, and he doesn't do the speech. He just gets up on stage and just says $299 and walks off like a boss.
Wow.
Their system was coming out at the same time, and it was $100 cheaper. The Saturn fucking tanked. Damn near killed Sega. Because they announced they didn't give any hype. You gotta get that hype period going.
Sony's been cutting throats since the early 2000s.
Exactly. That's why I said they'd be dumb to just drop it out of nowhere. You gotta give it a hype period. You're better off announcing it at least 6 months before it comes out. I wouldn't do a year, that's probably too much time. At least 6 months though. If you say, yeah, it's coming out next month, it's like, I gotta pre-order it. What games are coming out?
We'll see this thing hopefully 2020, 2021. We'll see where it drops.
Honestly, I hope they push it back. I love my PS4. I don't have to buy a whole new system already.
I think it's 2020.
At the earliest. I would be happier if they pushed it back a little bit, but I guess 2020 is fine.
If it pushes into 2021, somebody is going to have missed the boat.
Yeah, I mean, they got to keep up with the Joneses, because I guarantee Xbox is already working on something. They're going to get out soon.
Yeah, they're going to shoot first. Watch.
But being first isn't always best.
Yeah, Sony could take that and be like, go ahead and shoot first. Oh, let me see. This is where you fucked up.
As long as
let me fix that.
Xbox could drop first, but if the PS5 comes out in a timely period after that, and they're cheaper and it's better, it could crush them.
The Shovel Knight DLC has not come out in 2020. It has come out in 2019. And this is going to bring a Super Smash-like brawling mode to Shovel Knight, which is epic. Get to play as any of the bosses, right, in the past nights.
It's going to be Shovel Knight, Shield Knight, any of the Order of No Quarter, and I think the Black Knight as well.
And you just get them and go to fucking town on each other. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be awesome.
There's also another DLC releasing with it. I'm not sure what it does.
King of Cards. You play as King Knight.
Yeah, it's going to be the last
there
installment for the story. I'm
Very
honestly
cool.
surprised they announced Showdown because they were supposed to just be finished with the next installment.
Dude, Yacht Games knows how to bring it.
They do, man. They've brought a damn good game.
They
Supported
sure
it the way that it should have been supported. And are just going out with a bang. Like, here, take this. Have fun.
I wish all these Kickstarter stories were like them. But now they're just mostly fucking Mighty Number 9 bullshit.
I wonder what the next game coming out of that studio is going to be.
They did say they're working on it. I don't know what's going to be, but I'm excited to see what else they got.
Shovel
Me
Knight
too,
Battle
me too.
Royale, you know.
Go check out the
Oh,
Shovel
God.
Knight playthrough on Select Start. It is amazing.
It's pretty damn funny.
It is fucking hilarious when I watch it
I'm
back.
a little biased. I've watched it back a lot, too. It's one of my favorite playthroughs we did.
And like I watch it and sometimes I'm looking at it and I'm like, why the fuck did I just do that?
Why did I jump right into that hole?
Liddy McTitty.
If you haven't heard or seen anything about Cyberpunk 2077,
2070-77. That's what I like to hear. What's that?
2077.
2070-77. That's a long ass number.
It is. That's a long ass year. Anyway, go check it out. They dropped something like 40 minutes of gameplay. This game is getting crazy hype behind it. I mean, insane hype. It comes from the same studio that brought The Witcher 3. It's CD Projekt Red. They are a studio that definitely knows how to support games. They gave 10 free DLCs with The Witcher. I mean, this game's gonna be massive. It looks pretty epic. I can't lie.
It looks good, but I for some reason I just like nothing about it. Like reminds me of a Telltale game with like some first-person shooter aspects.
Yeah, I've got zero interest in it myself. It looks very pretty, but I don't care about the gameplay. I did not like The Witcher.
I didn't like The Witcher either, but I don't think it's because of CD Projekt Red. I think it's just because of that universe.
It wasn't the universe. I liked the universe. I didn't like the gameplay of The Witcher. I thought it was terrible gameplay.
Okay, I agree. So yeah, the combat was terrible in my opinion.
Combat was terrible. All your weapons and armor were degrading. The lore and story was really cool, but I couldn't get into it because it was the third game and I never played any other ones before.
And apparently, so Cyberpunk 2077 is based off a tabletop game. I think it's Cyberpunk 20 something. I don't know what it is. 2045 or some shit. So the one thing I did see in some of the articles is that they do the same thing. They kind of call back some lore that's not just, explicit in the game. So you kind of have to deal with some of that again.
I know you guys like lore, but I hate lore. And, well, at least when the game is too reliant on lore. I need it in context in game instead of go read through these ancient archives for 14 hours to understand what the fuck's going on.
I'm excited for it. I'm ready to see more for it. It's probably a pickup for me.
It's a skip for me.
I'm anxious to see more about it, and I'm excited. I'm not on the hype train yet, but I'm thinking about buying a ticket. We'll see.
When does that come out?
Comes out next. Oh man, damn! If you would have asked me, Jeremy, I could have known. Sometime next year. I'm Googling right now. I'm hitting the old Google machine, so if I'm quiet, I apologize. We've got a release date of June 2019.
Okay. Good time period. Summer.
It's probably going to be dead during that time anyway, so great time to launch. I can't think of a whole lot of summer games off the top of my head.
I think summer is more of a dry month for games. They like to release in the wintertime. Gets more people outside playing or going to the movies.
Yeah, it feels like September through February is the time. All right. That's it for the news, fellas. We made it through another jam-packed week.
Don't go too soon off the news.
All right, what are we missing?
A hot game is getting remastered.
A hot game is getting remastered. You're damn right. I forgot about it. Tell them what it is, Carmen.
Onimusha.
Oh,
Warlords.
yeah.
And we've talked about this before, and we've said how bad that game needs to be remastered.
The whole series needs to.
Yes.
All of them.
But the first one is a good start.
Yes. I think they're testing the waters. They're going to see how this does, and if this does well, they could do the other ones.
Yeah. So.
Although I have heard that there might be some complications with the second game, because apparently all of the human characters in the game they used real life actors and modeled their faces after them. And the guy who played Jubei in the second game, the main character, apparently died in real life. So there's apparently some issues with his likeness being in the game. So they might not be able to redo it.
Fuck it, you just recreate the characters.
Well, they could. What they could do is just do like Yakuza did or Crash and just do a complete remake of the game from the ground up.
That would be sick too if they did that.
That would be hype as fuck. I mean, these remasters are nice, but I would love these to be just completely remade for the PS4.
Yeah, that would be sick. So, I'm excited for that. I'm super hyped.
I'm right there with you. Do you think that Vicarious could take on a game of this scale?
Vicarious is having a hard time with Spyro.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah.
But you see, the thing is like we didn't know if anything bad happened along the way with Crash because I think that Sony didn't allow them to say like, well, we've ran into problems with Crash.
I remember them basically saying, hey, we're remastering Crash, all 3 games, and it's going to be out in 6 months, and then 6 months later it came out. Like, I don't remember hearing anything about it.
Yeah, so it's like you didn't find out if they had any hiccups.
Yeah, it was fantastic when they came out. So why can't they get Spyro, all 3 Spyro games on one disc? I mean, what the fuck?
I mean,
I've seen some of the gameplay, some of the early gameplay. It looks pretty good.
It does look good, but it's delayed, and it's like it doesn't have that much going on in it.
The game looks fine. I just don't. My biggest thing is the disc thing. I don't understand why they can't get all 3 on one disc.
Because they're not trying hard enough, Jeremy.
Exactly. Yeah, Vicarious Visions remakes Onimusha. The game is not on disc.
Man, Vicarious is a damn good studio.
Nobody said they were bad.
They're good. I know. I was just thinking
don't
about,
think they
like,
can
the
take this
remakes
game
they
on.
do.
Square Enix can barely take on Final Fantasy VII as a remake. You
Good
think
Lord.
You think Vicarious can take on Onimusha?
Well, it wasn't. It was barely Square Enix before they brought it back in house. They outsourced everything. Then they're like, we got to rein this shit back in, or this game's going to be a train wreck.
It's going to be a Frankenstein monster when it comes
It's
out.
a dumpster fire that's on wheels. But we won't digress down that. I know what you guys are ready for.
What are we ready for, Jeremy?
SuperFight!
That works. Let's get it going. We've got SuperFight.
It's you boys.
That's right.
Oh, snap. Me and Jer Bear.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jeremy's the champ. He actually won last week.
I'm stunned.
All right. So, Jeremy, you get to choose. Do you want to make the decisions, or do you want your challenger to make decisions?
I'll let Cam take the decision this week.
All right.
I'm going to get fucked either way, but this way I can blame Cam for cheating.
All right. So, Cam, how do you want to roll? You want characters? Do you want powers? Do you want locations? Or do you want a scenario?
I want location first.
All right. I just shuffled the deck and I pulled the same card.
What I'm really hoping for
You're
is
shitting me.
dinosaur and radioactive field so I can pick Godzilla. That's what I'm hoping
All right. Well,
Dinosaur's not Godzilla's not a dinosaur, though.
you guys are on a moving bullet train.
Okay.
for. Okay. Like on the top of it or in the train?
On
top.
On a moving bullet
On
train. You're
top.
not in
Okay, so
a moving
okay.
bullet train. You are on a moving
So
bullet
we're
train.
on top of that motherfucker.
All
That's
right.
right. Okay.
I'm going to get you a scenario as well. Let's see. You guys are... The fighters are undead.
So we're zombies, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get some character cards. All right. Left or right? This is a good one.
Let's go righty-tighty.
You're a hippo.
Zombie hippo on a train. Okay.
Okay.
Jer Bear, you're a gorilla.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit!
Okay. All right.
All right.
I like this.
All right, let's get some power cards. Yeah.
So far, we're evenly matched.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm liking it so far.
I need more... I have this huge desk, and like right now I need more desk space. Isn't that something? All right. You know what to do. There's 4 cards, 4 numbers. Let it fly, boy.
3 and 1.
Okay. You're a hippo whose hands are covered in butter. And you scream
Oh.
names of attacks before using them. That
Oh,
sucks.
I got a chance. Let's go, son.
Shit.
Let's go,
All right,
son.
So, Jeremy, you're a gorilla that's 100 stories tall.
Oh, wow.
And your top
Okay.
half is I gotta grab you another character.
Okay.
The top half is a moose.
Okay. I do have one question, though, just to clarify a little parameter here. If I'm 100 stories tall, I'm not going to fit on a moving bullet train. So how's that going to work?
Shall I draw you a new power? Is that what are we going with that?
I mean, I like the 100-foot tall, but I want to know how this is going to play in the scenario.
We're gonna
Are we
say
gonna
that
make
the
this-
bullet train can support you.
Okay. Let's do that, then.
All right. So you're a gorilla whose top half is a moose that's 100 stories tall. And Cam is a hippo that screams the names of his attacks before he uses them. And his hands are covered in butter. You both are undead and you're on a moving bullet train. Cam, bring the heat.
All right, let's get some fuck for some times. All right, I got the stopwatch going. We got 1 minute on the clock. I'm starting.
Yeah, you don't. I have the stopwatch.
Oh, you got it. My bad. All right, give me a countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so the biggest thing about bullet trains is we're going to go in and out of tunnels. So when we hit these tunnels, that's going to fuck Jeremy up because he's so tall. It's either going to be breaking his legs, fucking his head up. He's going to be fucked up because of those tunnels. I can't do a whole lot being a gorilla, but I have
You're not a gorilla, you're a hippo.
a hippo. I have extremely thick skin, so I can take a few attacks. But I'm going to use the terrain to my advantage. I'm not going to move a lot because I've got butter on my feet. But I'm going to use the advantage of the train speeding to throw them off balance and plus hitting the obstacles that the train has to go through. Under bridges, through tunnels where he can't fit. It's going to really fuck him up. The top half being a moose is pretty irrelevant because he's going to have to lower his head and use his antlers and horns to try to attack, which still I don't think is too effective since he's 100 stories. It's going to be hard to lower his head. God, that's fucking tough.
I know. You got fucked.
All right, Jeremy, in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, the most important thing here is that my bottom half is a gorilla. Gorillas have hands for feet. Since I'm so big, I can just basically clutch onto the train and hold on. All I have to do really is just pick you up with one of my hand feet, and throw you off the train. Boom, you're dead. That's assuming, of course, you don't slide off with your butter feet, or butter hands, whatever you kind of call it. As for the tunnels and shit we pass through, I'm a giant gorilla. I can jump over that shit. Any little bridges that come at me, I'm 100 stories tall. They're barely going to do anything. I'll just crash right through them like Godzilla. I agree, the top half being a moose really doesn't matter. If I wanted to, I could reach down and scoop you up with my antlers and again flip you off the train. You being so small doesn't matter. I could literally just step on you and squash you, or send your ass through the fucking train. That's all I need.
Cam, you ready for your rebuttal?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have much here. I'll go. Yeah, let's do
Go.
this. So I'm going to use my horn, and I'm going to dig it into your fucking foot. So you can grab on if you want to, but when I do that, you're going to pick up at least 1 foot. When you do that, it's going to throw you off balance. That wind hitting you, you being so tall, that wind resistance is going to be very strong against you, and you're going to go off balance and fall off that train. I'm going to get away, and you're going to die from falling off the train into a pit of spikes.
I don't know where the pit of spikes came from, but Jeremy, you can continue on.
Okay. Now or?
Yeah, now.
Okay. What the fuck horn does a hippo have? Are you thinking of a rhinoceros? Hippos don't have horns. 2, as soon as the fucking train even starts moving, your feet have butter on them. You're gonna slip right off. I could really just stand there and you just die. Again, I can clutch onto the feet with my giant to the train with my giant hand feet. Again, you dead, son.
You done? All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and out the gate. Jeremy, you are the winner.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the worst part about what happened in this situation is that, Cam, you did not use the butter to your advantage.
How could you?
It's not a negative. Always. There are negatives to this situation. But you could have very carefully slathered butter all over this bullet train. Made it pretty hard for 100-story gorilla to chase you on. Hippos also kill more people than gorillas. They're pretty vicious animals.
Very true. They are extremely vicious.
They are, but 100-story tall gorilla?
100-story tall gorilla that falls while slipping on butter is probably going to take some hella damage.
I don't know.
And then, you could probably pop back up, but it's going to take you you're going to fucking be stunned if you fall. So I think that you took this hands being covered in butter too negatively, and you didn't try to think of a way to use it to your advantage. The fighters being undead just didn't even matter. We can throw that out.
Yeah. Honestly, I still don't think that would have mattered because, again, a gorilla that tall, his feet are gonna wrap around the entire train. He wouldn't have to move.
Yeah.
You know? And like I said, even if he were to slip, he would slip like 1 foot. He still has the other one holding on to it.
Usually I think of ways after the fight when I've calmed down, like, man, I could have done this. I don't see if it would have been any other power but 100 stories tall. I even try to use it to the detriment, like think about the wind hitting them and like how that can fuck them up. Like it's just, there's not a lot.
Yeah, no. Yeah. With him being able to hold on, his upper half was useless.
Yeah.
He has hoofs for arms.
Exactly.
He's fucked.
And that actually helped me being 100 feet tall or stories tall because then I could just wrap my feet around the entire train. If I didn't have that power and I just had the upper half of a moose, that really would have put me at a disadvantage because then my original plan was I had my, gorilla strength and my arms. I could grappled you and snapped your neck or ripped your mouth open or some shit like that. I had the agility advantage, but as soon as I had the moose part, I was like, well, fuck, that's going to put a kink in my plans. But when I'm the size of a Godzilla versus a regular hippo, that really, that gave me the advantage.
Yeah. You just have
Good fight.
Yeah, it was a good one. So here we go. 3-way fight here.
All right.
I want to get a character expansion pack.
Okay, that'd be cool.
We'll do that next. Get more characters.
All right, Cam. Pick first. One,
Number-
2, 3.
Number 1.
All right. You're a skeleton.
Fuck. All right.
Jeremy. 2 or 3.
Number 3 with fried rice.
$4.99. You get a horned beast. A
okay.
rhinoceros.
All right.
Not a hippo.
I'm a rhino.
And I got Obama.
Wow. Okay.
Now, do I get to pick, like, what skeleton I am? Like, can I be Jack Skellington, or do I get to pick what skeleton I am?
I mean, do you have a skeleton in mind that you really want to be? I mean, you're bones regardless.
I do, I think.
Okay.
I want to be the Skeleton King from Diablo.
I don't know anything about that.
He's like a skeleton warrior,
Okay.
so at least I can fight.
Sure.
Okay. I guess.
Do we want to just keep it base characters? Do you guys want a location?
Oh, yeah, no, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
do
do
a
base characters. Yeah. I forgot. We're just doing nothing on this one. Base
I thought-
characters. Skeleton,
Should
Obama, and what are you, Jeremy? Oh,
Rhino?
Rhinoceros. Shouldn't
Yeah.
we do a location though?
Yeah, and a location, yeah.
No power, just a location.
Yeah, no powers, just base cards. I forgot.
And we're in hell.
Okay.
Damn it.
Hmm.
This throws
My
a real
home
kink.
turf.
This throws a real kink in my game plan.
You didn't have much of a game plan, honestly.
No, I did.
Really, with Obama?
Secret Service, baby.
It's just Obama, no Secret Service.
The Secret Service is with Obama for the rest of his life.
But that's not how it worked when I had to do my fucking fight where I was Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln didn't
Okay.
have the Secret Service.
He
True.
did back then.
Teddy Roosevelt started the Secret Service.
Thank you.
But so
think-
you don't get
I think.
outside help. So does my rhinoceros get his whole family then? Because he always has his family for life.
Do I get my skeleton army in hell?
Yeah.
Damn.
See? You can't keep doing that. It's just Obama, just a rhino, and just Skeleton King.
All right.
Alan Pinkerton was the head of the Secret Service, and I don't know who started it.
All right. So, Cam, what's your argument?
Well, I'm a skeleton, and we got to assume that in hell, I've been there before. It's kind of my home turf, so I've got to use that home turf advantage. I know where to go. I'm more worried about this rhino. I'm not so much worried about Obama. Obama is going to be way out of his element in hell.
No, he's not. He's a politician.
So
Boom.
I'm thinking that being in hell, I'm going to be able to survive the fiery pits just because of skeleton. I belong in hell. But I think that those fiery pits are going to be fucking with Obama. It's going to melt him to a crisp, or burn him to a crisp, and it's going to melt Jeremy's hooves off, giving me the advantage. This is my home, baby. Skeleton for life.
All right. Well, I'm going to nullify the fact that we can't. The environment can be used to hurt us, but we have to be able to function in it.
Yeah.
I don't think Jeremy's hoofs are going to melt to the floor, and then you're just
Nah.
going to be able to run game on the rhino.
Well, you think you're wrong, bitch. That was your first mistake.
Obama's been trained. The man has to have been trained to fight in some capability. So I'm coming right for the skeleton because I think that I can square up with you a little bit. Obama is also from Chicago, and you got to grow up tough if you're from Chicago.
He's from Hawaii.
Oh, I thought he was from Illinois. I don't know. We're gonna say
He's from Kenya.
We're gonna say he's from the Shy. Cam's probably
Shire?
Googling it right now. So I'm gonna
The
square
Shire?
up with the
He's a hobbit?
skeleton. We're gonna fucking fight, and then the rhino. I have no fucking clue what to do with you. I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna run and run and run and run and hide until you're tired and you go to sleep, and then I'm gonna pounce on you and just bite you until I break the tough layer of skin that you have.
What you got, Mr. Rhino Man?
All right. Well, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and just take down old Barry, since he's the easiest target. And hell, if he pounces right on the Skeleton King over there, I'll just knock your asses both into a thing of fucking hot lava and kill you both. The good news is since Obama's here, I get free healthcare apparently, so any damage done to me will be healed on a very shitty socialist paid medical program.
Yeah, but you won't get that. You won't get that healing up for at least another year or so.
Exactly. I have to wait about 6 or 7 months to get that. But my good thing is my thick rhino skin will block Barry's, I guess, his bite marks. And a skeleton, you're still a skeleton. You got no cushion. I'll just bust you up into pieces, baby.
I concede. I don't think I had too much of a shot on this one.
Yeah. Obama was born in Hawaii.
That's what I thought. He was born in Hawaii.
But I think
Did
he
he
went
live in
to Chicago Law School, maybe? Still had to be tough. I don't know.
Yeah, he went to like some prestigious college or something.
So, yeah. I think
But
we were all fucked
grew-
when the Rhino came out.
Yeah. I win again. I've been getting some good rolls lately.
Yeah, you went from shitty to good
I
real
know,
quick.
I
Yeah.
think you won the three-way last
won
time.
last-
So you've won
I did.
4 in a row.
I beat you with my Nigerian prince in a plane. No, that was the actual fight. I can't remember what our super fight at the end of the last time was.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, you're
Well,
slaying.
Yeah,
I
listen.
won that one too. Yeah. Sweet.
Jeremy's on a roll. It's time to get out of here. What do you say, fellas?
I think it's time.
Jeremy, give him your signature sign-off.
What is my signature sign off?
Something about the way the cookie crumbles, or that's the way the dick gets hard. I don't know.
And on that note, stay hella average.
Peace!
Dicks.